Hello, I'm Dan Lutz and I'm addressing the abundance-minded people of the world. I've been working with cryptocurrency now for about 7 years. I've even developed my own encryption algorithms and have patents on 2 of them. I've been working with systems to use blockchain technologies. I've been looking at private coins. I've been looking at decentralized and centralized. I've looked at the laws behind how they're being treated in regard to the public coins, and those have to comply with SEC regulations. I've investigated every which way what cryptocurrencies are about and where they're going, and I've also been known to, let's say, be a scam buster on a lot of them. So I'm always looking for what's the best technologies coming out and where they're going. And some blockchains out there that have some real good promise, and I kind of keep my eye on them. Some of those are like Telegram's TON, Telegram Open Network, Hashgraph, and there's many more. But I've just found one of those technologies that is very exciting because we can make money with it right now, and that is Cloud Token. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go into the presentation that was put out there for its launch, or its debut, you may say, in May of this year. So this is only 4 months ago. So the reason why I want to focus on this is it actually also goes down deep into the technology piece. And I want to explain some of those things. But I'm going to go through the entire presentation, but I'm going to focus on the technology when we get there and kind of go through it and get maybe my perspective on how things are working. So here we go. This is the official launch presentation that happened in Bangkok, May 12th. Cloud Token Wallet. Store, exchange, earn, and spend. The 4th generation AI wallet powered by DLT. So let's go through the background. So Cloud Token Wallet is a cutting-edge AI trading bot, along with a true decentralized wallet and a 4th generation blockchain technology. What is a blockchain? A system in which a record of transactions made in Bitcoin or another cryptocurrency are maintained across several computers that are linked in a peer-to-peer network. Blockchain is nothing but a ledger, which is why Cloud Token Wallet prefers to use the term Distributed Ledger Technology, DLT. So now we're looking at the history here. So we got the 1st generation on the left side at the bottom, and then it goes to 2nd and 3rd generation and the 4th generation. So the 1st generation, we're talking really Bitcoin. Peer-to-peer network, open source, consensus-based proof of work, highly transaction time versus fee and energy-intensive mining process. So that's the beginning. That's Bitcoin from the very beginning. Proof of work, meaning it's showing that it's taking a lot of energy and doing calculations to prove that there's work being done to get the coin, which adds the value. Next generation was 2nd and 3rd. We're talking about Ethereum, EOS, smart contracts, virtual machines, opt by the node. ICOs, that's also started in the 2nd generation. Higher network speeds, energy-intensive mining process. So still mining, right? Not all were doing mining. There were some others that were started back at that time, such as Ripple, no mining. And then 4th generation, which is where we're at today. Real-time settlement, infinite scalability, energy efficient, and interoperability with legacy systems fully distributed. So meaning it can basically work with the old blockchains. What is a blockchain? Continued. Bitcoin's short story, so 2008. Bitcoin peer-to-peer electronic cash system by Satoshi Nakamoto. So 2010, you basically have a pizza being purchased with Bitcoin, 10,000 Bitcoins for $25. November of 2013, Bitcoin surpasses gold, the gold price. Oh, that gets interesting, right? So now Bitcoin's more valuable than an ounce of gold. Yeah, at that time, 1242. Now, July of 2015, we have Ethereum launched. And now here we are in 2017 with the all-time high of Bitcoin. So where do we go now? We're 2 years later. All right, so what is a cryptocurrency? So let's go into that. So cryptocurrency, informally crypto, coin, or token, is a digital asset tracked by distributed ledger technology, DLT. So what's a utility token? Well, they're subject to volatility, right? Then that means that the market price goes up and down. It's hard to track what's going to happen with it. So it's really like a casino. Now, stable coins is the opposite. Those are ones that are usually connected, say, to the US dollar. So then another aspect of cryptocurrency is it's fungible. The majority of crypto is that way. And then non-fungible. So this is also one way I look at it, is the difference between ones that are fungible and ones that are not. Things that are tied to a particular item. So like over here we're seeing on the non-fungible, there's crypto kitties. These are coins that are just about one kitty. So it only has that value. It's not meant to really be more than what it is, like almost a picture of something that you might want to associate with it. So non-fungible. Performance on blockchain, so versus impermanence of fiat currency. So basically, once it's on the blockchain, it's there forever. So what is a cryptocurrency wallet? Well, you got public keys and private keys. So that's the public key is like a mailbox versus a mailbox key with the private keys. So the other thing to look at is some is hardware and some is software. So hard wallets versus like websites. Hot versus cold also means one that is hot means it's readily available, and cold wallet is something that's you can plug in and plug out. And while it's offline, it's cold. So what are our mobile payments? Due to their convenience and user-friendliness, mobile wallets are rapidly being adopted by consumers for both fiat-based electronic payments and crypto transactions. This is the continuation of a long trend in favor of cashless payments, which are payments that do not involve the handover of banknotes and coins. Okay, drivers of growth. We got technology, business models, merchant applications, consumer expectations, regulatory pressure, and globalization. So this is what's driving the growth. Continuation of what are mobile payments. So by 2016, the worldwide volume of non-cash transactions was more than 433 billion and forecast to increase at a compound annualized growth rate of 10.9% to 2020 in developing economies. The volume of non-cash transactions, which includes the use of checks and cards, is expected to grow at 19.6% of the massive and fast-growing volume of global payments, non-cash transaction electronic payments, e-payments. The mobile phone payments, which are M-payments, are together expected to account for about a third in 2020. So what is a cryptocurrency exchange? Fundamentally, exchanges can be broken down by architecture into two main categories: decentralized exchanges, DEX, and centralized exchanges, CEX. Within each, trading support can be bucketed into fiat exchanges, they accept fiat currencies, deposits such as USD, KRW, JPY, and euros. The crypto exchanges, which support crypto-to-crypto trading only, most DEX do not allow fiat trading, consequently allowing CX to hold a majority of the market trading volume share. So one of the main issues also there is whenever you go to fiat, you're also then dabbling into the realm of securities. So that's where the main issues lie, is also the difference between private and public. So that's a jurisdictional question, but we can cover that at another time. So, but there is definitely an advantage in the decentralized, and I am a big fan of that. Keeping things private and being able to work on those exchanges. So what is trading? So massive operation log of data, right? So you need to basically have your login to do this, and you have cutting edge technology, so distributed processing. It's cloud native. They have machine learning and AI. And then you also have AI engines, so trading bots, smart home devices, self-driving cars. So this is AI trading. So why are we talking about say self-driving cars? We're talking about the AI, the advancements of what's going on, this technology. So we're looking at things that are coming about more and more. We're talking about dealing with artificial intelligence. So problems with mobile crypto wallets. Many mobile crypto wallets are centralized. Centralized crypto wallets are worse than traditional banking systems because there is no regulatory framework to keep the organization accountable. So what if I cannot operate the application? That's one of the issues, right? Where is my private key? So if you don't know that, then you might lose your wallet and not be able to get it back. And where can I see my crypto asset on the blockchain? Well, that's, what does that even mean when you get there and are looking at it through, say, a blockchain explorer? And scams. Well, when anything new comes out, the scammers are ahead of the curve, always to take advantage of the people. So you just have to be aware. So by establishing trust by delivering on the DLT promise of not only decentralization, but full distribution presents an opportunity for a cloud token wallet. So securing public users' public and private keys is number one, and number two, enabling users to check their crypto balances. These are very important. So integrating payments and a range of useful and convenient services such as exchange functionality and AI trading within a single fully distributed application presents an enormous opportunity for Cloud Token Wallet. Now this is really an advancement. When you combine the AI trading to a wallet, everyone in crypto needs a wallet. When you go out of the house, you take your wallet with you. But in this case, everything that's being held in your wallet can also be earning by the AI trading on it automatically. So it's an enormous advantage. Advantages. So anonymity. So being anonymous. Full distribution facilitates anonymity, which is one of the core principles of the Cloud Token Wallet. No personal information is required during the setup process. Full distribution also means that users can deploy their wallets to control the assets in their Cloud Token Wallet. Transparency. Cloud Token Wallet full distribution offers real-time, on-chain transparency to crypto holders and to users of the integrated payments exchange and AI trading services. Assets are managed by users, not a centralized organization. Deployment of the AI trading is optional and at the user's own risk. The AI is autonomous. So again, you don't have to have it traded. You can pull it back at any time. But once it's in your wallet, the coins are in your wallet, just like any crypto wallet. It sits there. Now, if you want to basically have it acted upon with the AI, you basically tell the AI, use these funds. User friendliness. Many decentralized applications have been clunky. They have been difficult to use for those used to slick and intuitive user interfaces. The vast majority of prospective users, it is as if their user experience for the decentralized applications were designed by engineers for engineers rather than rather than professionals for users. So this is always a big problem when you have engineers designing things without an idea of what average everyday people understand. Engineers can see it very clearly how point A goes to point B, but a lot of people don't have those same experiences as the engineers, so they get left behind. Oh, so integrated services and convenience. So AI assisted trading system, the Jarvis AI. It's a smart triangular. So this is how it's basically using the system, the type of analysis it's doing for making trades. How? The adaptable trading algorithm. All right, so is that the HAL 9000? All right, and more to come. So I also want to point out this, talking about Barum identifies the inflection points within trades to minimize risk and deliver solid returns. So Barum is the core AI that's basically being used to trade. So integrated services and convenience continued. So decentralized exchange. So as discussed earlier, DEXs are designed to operate trustlessly with smart contracts rather than intermediaries facilitating settlement. There is no central server to manipulate or corrupt or shut down. And because trades are undertaken directly between two parties with no intermediary involvement, there is zero or minimum transactional fees. So now under payment, we have qualified cloud token wallet users be eligible for their own debit card linked to an international payment network. Now, this is also very exciting. Now this happens through another technology called the atomic swap, but we'll get into that at another time. Cloud Token Wallet will develop its own payment network for those who want to accept payments directly from Cloud Token Wallet users. Cloud Token Wallets will roll out a franchise network to build clusters of payment partners within territories. And it's also very exciting. Now, I heard a rumor that Grab, the competitor to Uber, had signed a deal with them to use cloud tokens. Now, it's just a rumor, but if you can see that anywhere where you can actually make a payment for something and use your phone, and when you're already in an app-driven world such as Uber and Grab, making a payment, ka-ding, that's a very big expanding marketplace. Now that also will get you into retailers as well, because that's going to be where payment systems are pushed to. Parallel ledgers. Individual peer-to-peer POR consensus. Initiating an individual's user-friendly mobile phone, the buyer's DApp node, witnessed by a similar peer DApp according to the fair and fast proof of reputation, POR. Confirmed on the fully distributed peer-to-peer DApp network, and recorded as a file-based block on all the dApps that are party to the transaction. The buyer's mobile phone DApp, the seller's point of sale DApp, and the witness DApp. So what this is talking about is really how this consensus is being done. What a consensus is that when the transaction happens, everybody agrees. That's the consensus. So what we're talking about is that there are, the buyer, the seller, and a witness. They have to all agree that this is happening for the transaction to occur. So organizational hybrid consensus. So initiated via point of sale, DAP, the seller witnessed by POR, and confirmed externally on a peer-to-peer network, i.e. already a done deal. So we're looking at how do these transactions happen in a hybrid situation where you have different things can occur, and so you can mix it up a little bit on how the transactions are confirmed. So witness internally by a POS DAP peer in the organization's own peer-to-peer network. So I guess when we're looking at groups that are connected to one another, you have a trust within your group, and so you are basically trusting one another in that group. So confirmed and recorded on the organization's decentralized network of organizing nodes, original nodes. All right, cloud token wallet technology. Now here we go. This is the exciting part. Well, at least for the people that really like to get into the technology pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in a little bit here. And move around a little bit. So what we have here is the Android app on your phone on the far left. So we're basically coming over into what is called Cloudflare. Now this is basically a layer of protection of where there is a security, prevents hacking and things of that nature, right? So and also so it splits up the what's going on here into two different sides, with this the LBY token, and I'm not sure what that means, and then serverless workers. So let's go down this way. So this is the public chain. Now this is the section that's basically talking about what is happening with the different individual coins. All right, so you got our BTC node, Ethernet, and plus all the others, and it could be many more. And this is based around they're using Ethereum blockchain and contracts to basically create these ways for it to operate. So now we're going to go slide up here in just a little bit to see what's going up over here. So this is a standard client server solution and for the affiliate. So now we're looking at, well, what you're doing is logging in, right? And then you're looking at authentication and logins. And over here, we're looking at how we're doing the trades. So this is the standalone trade engine. So here's the trade engine in purple, right? We have your coin sitting down over here and how you have access to it. And of course now you have the Jarvis wallet and Convert wallet and a Reserve wallet. So now you can see that the assets are moved from the wallets to the exchanges. And this is where the trading is occurring. So the asset manager, right, it schedules in 6, 12, and 24-hour trades. So you also have to realize when you first start bringing money in online, and you say, hey, I'm going to take this sum and put it, let's say I've got some Bitcoin here. You're going to put it up to start trading. There's a schedule. So it doesn't just start automatically. It basically goes in line for the next scheduled turn, which could be 24 hours, 48 hours later before that you actually see something happening. And then, of course, the Verum is identifying what needs trades it sees are the potential hotspots. And then Jarvis is going to go ahead and execute the trades with Binance, as well as all the other exchanges that they're working on, the centralized exchanges. Right back out of here. So this is how the token flow happens. So this is also something. Well, I got to zoom right back in. Now this is numbered, but we're gonna start over here at number 1. So you have to see that we have this square that's surrounding the members, right? So you've got this part of that is the CT wallet, the Cloud Token wallet, and you've got now the member depositing Ethereum or Bitcoin into the Jarvis asset management pool. So we can see that this is this other dash line where the trading bot is existing, right? So you can see we've got the Jarvis pool, we've got the Jarvis bot, and we've got Verum. All of those are now in the trading area. So again, number 1, we're starting here. Members make the deposit. But where's number 2? There it is. Gather data on a pair and trade sizes. So this is part of the Verum, the identification of the pairs and where it's going to want to do the trades at, the hotspots. Now 3, assigns our assets to the Jarvis bot. 4, send instructions to Jarvis. 5, trade on the exchange. So now we get pushed over to the exchange. So and then we also have coin market cap data. So it's gathering information, right, to feed, and it goes then over to rewards. Well, the disbursement wallet and engine. So basically, it's made the trades. It's basically confirming the data, and now it's going to distribute that to the wallet engine. So, and then you have the affiliate program, and then deposit assets, right? So now we're going to see, well, the CTO is also one of the interesting parts, and probably one of the more interesting areas where people always have this question. Where does the value come from in the cloud token? Well, it comes right in here. So number 9 here says maintains float in conversion wallet, the Jarvis asset reserve and the conversion wallet. So in this section right here, so what we're looking at is the Jarvis asset reserve. Well, where did that come from? What is that? Well, look, you've got deposits from the earnings, right? So it comes over here. So it's the pool of cryptocurrency that are the profits from doing the transactions on the different exchanges. So if you look up here, it says CTO price is determined by the ratio between the number of CTO in circulation and the Jarvis asset reserve. That's pretty simple. That means however many CTOs are out in the public's hands or in the members' hands, everyone who has a CTO wallet, and you are trading, you're getting cloud tokens on a daily basis. So as those come to you, they're now in circulation. So divide that number by the total that's in the Jarvis asset reserve. That's pretty simple. It's the share. So now, if nobody cashes in their cloud tokens, right? That means the profit pool keeps getting larger. And if that happens, the tokens are then going up in value. So that's why that's an exciting part. Okay, now we go on here to number 10, convert CTOs back into another cryptocurrency, Ethereum or Bitcoin, and that goes back into the wallet of the member. So there we go. That's one of the exciting parts. And that's what when I was looking through these things, this is what I thought was pretty interesting. All right. Answering a lot of questions that people had. So, continue here. Now, this is the file system. DLT and FSDLT. Swarm storage uses the FSDLT to store transactional information in the file name, so eliminating the need to store data in the actual file itself. The other blob/structure based data is stored in the file. Now this is probably most people don't really need to know about how this is happening. This is more technical stuff, but some people may find it's very interesting. So, mainline distributed hash table. The MDHT system consists of 4 modules. The interaction module for receiving data and accessing time information from the user. Okay, cryptography module for performing encryption of the data. Key management module for managing the keys required for encryption, and secret sharing module for dividing the encryption key into several pieces using 2 further modules. A threshold estimate module for settling the optimal parameters based upon this similarity measurement between the reinforced learning and the data availability graph. And DHT network module for distributing the general key shares to the DHT network. So we've got another graphic here. Just going to zoom on this a little bit. So this is really about just how the hash graph information is stored. Don't really think that this is something that most people are going to have interest in, but it's there. I appreciate that they included it. Next is a simple heuristic object UDP transfer. So this is how the information is going to be moved for the transactions between the buyer, the seller, and the witness. Okay, Shout is a lightweight, large-scale connectivity protocol. It is a UDP-based open micro-transport protocol variant designed to mitigate latency and other congestion in the traditional bit-tolerant over TCP. Shout multicast data to all nodes in the network, greatly reducing the network overhead. Just more advancements, but make things more efficient. The swarm storage layer effectively manages to a process whereby participating nodes share disk space with every other node in the network. Each transaction between sender and recipient is processed by a reputation-backed node, which is called a witness. And each transaction is a separate file-based block in a swarm. No more dependency on the server anymore. Okay. So this is basically a way of reducing the overhead. So let's see. Edge device on the swarm. You got a RAID and atomic chain. Okay. And all right. Next is IFTTT business logic layer. At the heart of implementation is a set of basic rules that run conditions, events, and actions, i.e., if this, then that. These rules are modified from time to time based upon the statistical indication of abnormalities in the network. Certain stakeholders can add their own business or transactions or reward-specific conditions at the top of the rule, but they never supersede the basic rules. Well, that's a pretty interesting feature, because if you are able to do if-thens, this is programming. You would be able to program how this wallet would react with your business conditions. When this sale is combined with this one, then I can give this promotion and give you a bonus or a refund, or those type of things are all possible with this. Security. Okay, block gap synchronization. Okay, risk is low. Impact, network amplified denial of service. So denial of service is a type of type of an attack that's often used, and Cloudflare is famous for stopping that type of attack. Let's say description. Each file-based block has a link to a previous block. If a new block arrives where the Cloud Token Wallet network cannot find the link to a previous block, a node has to determine whether it is out of sync with the network or if it has received junk data. When a node is out of sync, it will establish a TCP connection to another node that offers a bootstrap it. Thus, a block gap synchronization attack is initiated by sending out a tolerant of junk blocks. It's like a defense system. It sends out like flares when you're in a fighter and the missiles falling at you. It sends out flares to distract it, right? So that's interesting. Which leads it to amplification of traffic and denial of service as network nodes attempt to establish TCP connections. Then defense. Cloud Token Wallet nodes are programmed to wait until a certain threshold of votes has been observed for an unlinked block before initiating a TCP connection to a bootstrap node. If a block does not receive enough votes, then it's assumed to be junk. There we go. Transaction flooding. So these are other things that they're looking to, how they've designed this to prevent hacking attempts. Right? So the risk level is moderate, impact, high input and output. So description. Transaction flooding is sending as many valid transactions as possible in order to saturate the network. The attacker will send transactions to other accounts that they control so it can be continued indefinitely. Defense. Each Cloud Token Wallet block has a small amount of work associated with it, around 5 seconds to generate the 1 millisecond validation. So that means it's doing a lot of busy work that would actually, if there was some kind of attack, 5 seconds turns into a big amount of time. But for you and me, it means nothing, right? That 5 seconds goes by, we didn't even notice it go by. But when you're doing an attack, that makes a big difference. So that's its defense. So I'll say, so this work is different. This work difference causes an attacker to dedicate an enormous amount of their own resources to sustain an attack while wasting a small amount of everyone else's resources. Yeah, it just goes by like that. Cloud Token Wallet nodes that are full historical nodes, the vast majority of them, are able to prune old transactions from their chain. This clamps the storage requirement from this type of attack for almost all users. So it basically doesn't, the system is smart enough to eliminate the junk. Penny spend, another attack. Risk level moderate, impact large ledger. Description. Similar to a transaction flooding attack, a penny spend attack is where an attacker sends tiny quantities to many accounts in order to waste the storage resources of nodes. Defense. The Cloud Token Wallet blocks publishing is rate limited by work, also limits the account to a certain extent. Also, Cloud Token Wallet nodes that are not full historical nodes can prune accounts below statistical metrics where the account is probably not a valid account. Finally, the block lattice is tuned to use minimal permanent storage space, so that the space required to store one additional account is proportional to the size of an open block plus indexing, approximately 96 bytes plus 32 bytes plus 128 bytes. This is equates to 1 gigabyte being able to be stored 8 million penny spent transactions. If a node wanted to be aggressive, they could calculate a distribution based on their frequency and then delegate infrequency used accounts to storage. Transaction flooding. Risk level moderate, impact high, input and output. Description. Transaction flooding is sending as many valid transactions as possible in order to saturate the network. We went the wrong way. Sorry about that. There we go. So description. Oh, this one is the 51% attack. This is always the what Bitcoin always had to deal with is, hey, if I have 51% of all the servers, I can do whatever I want. Attack. Risk level, extremely low to impossible. And that's why it's never been a problem for Bitcoin. Impact completely destructive. Yes, but extremely low. Okay, description. The metric of consensus for a block lattice is a balancing weighting of voting system. If an attacker can gain over 50% of the vote, they can cause the network to oscillate their decisions, which renders the system useless. An attacker must have at least the same value tied up in the network that they are willing to forfeit as an expense to performing this type of attack. Since the attack ruins the integrity of the system, the attacker can lower the amount of balance they must forfeit to by preventing good nodes from voting through the network. Distributed denial of service attacks. So defense. The primary cloud token wallet defense against this type of attack is that voting weight is tied to investment in the system according to the DPoS. In POW system, point proof of work systems, technology can be deployed that gives disproportionate control. On the Cloud Token Wallet network, the cost of this attack is proportional to the market cap. The cost of attacking the system scales with the size of the system. Attempting to flip the ledger would destroy an attacker's necessarily large investment in Cloud Token Wallet. In order to maintain the maximum quorum of votes which could be threatened by a DOS, the next line of defense is representative voting. Account holders that are unable to participate in the voting for connectivity reasons can assign a proxy who can vote with weight of their balance. Forks are never accidental, so the nodes can make policy decisions on how to interact with forked blocks. Only time non-attacker accounts are vulnerable to block forks is if they have received the balance from an attacking account. Accounts can wait a little or a lot longer before receiving from a suspected attacker or opt to never receive them. So basically, you know, the bigger that it gets, the more impractical any sort of attack like this happens. And it's already up to, you know, we're at 1 billion in trading volumes and 9,000 Bitcoin. You have to have that to attack it. So right now, extremely low to impossible. Roadmap. So here we go. At the bottom, we've got 2018. Project commenced. The core team in Singapore, supplemented by Malaysian, main Chinese, Hong Kong-based team started developing core cloud token wallet functionality based on fourth generation DLT. So in February, so they were into 2019 already. So alpha version of the cloud token wallet was made available to professional cryptocurrency users, groups in testing, and teams engaged in 5 focus groups of 12 members each across 5 countries. And in April, a beta version, the beta version of Cloud Token Wallet, including the Jarvis AI service, was launched for early birds who helped spread the word. A user base approximately of 50,000 members had been generated by the end of April. And this is under construction. So in May, the official DApp launch, international launch of Cloud Token Wallet 1.0 in Bangkok, Thailand, including the official release of this concept paper, franchise program launch. Cloud Token Wallet country leaders will be recruited to sign up for major payment partners to Cloud Token Wallet payment services. Now that's in May. So this was the start. So that's June, July, August, September. We're in the 4th month right now. So June. Expansion of AI trading options. Jarvis AI bot upgraded with Referral algorithm. HAL AI bot launch. Other bots and algorithms to be determined in collaboration with mathematics professors to provide more strategic options for end users with different risk-reward profiles. So global online marketing campaign launch. Cloud Token Wallet online band ambassadors will start their campaigns launch for official cloud news channels. Franchise programs expansion. Cloud Token Wallet district leaders recruits to be led by country leaders, district leaders to be tasked with sign-up clusters of small and medium-sized payment processors to Cloud Token Wallet payment services. So franchise program. So this is one where I think we're talking about the working with, like, say, Grab. Okay, in July, global events launch. The first series of localistic events in collaboration with Cloud Development Foundation. The events will focus on educating the public on a basis of DLTs, cryptocurrency wallets, cybersecurity, etc. And to create public awareness and adoption of Cloud Token wallets. November, well, that's not here yet. So what do we have to look forward to? Crypto to fiat solutions launched, debit card-based payment solutions for eligible Cloud Token wallet members launched along on and offline crypto to fiat solutions for all members. But that's also cool. We're getting that debit card. Then December, offline systems integrated tools launch Cloud Token Wallet to release its solutions as a service for merchants to create payment solutions, i.e. POS, that's point of sale machines, ATM business tools, the road ahead. And then we're in 2020, launch of Cloud Token Wallet DEX and the continued expansion of enhancements of core Cloud Token Wallet functionality, including a more comprehensive range of digital asset management tools and AI bot solutions. Further UI/UX refinement will be important. I'd also like to point out that they've also announced 2 other programs that go along with Jarvis. One will be a $10 program, Jarvis being a $500 program, and a $5 million program. Okay, that's downloaded, and we're at the end. So that was a very good presentation. And as I said, this was from 4 months ago. But it did have some information that I found lacking when I was doing research out there. Now, this was right from their website, so it's been available, but I haven't seen anyone that actually dug in a little bit. And it did answer some questions that a lot of people were asking me. Now, when I got started with this, I was asked to join because I've had a very large downlines of helping to develop teams of over 3 million people. This is in cryptocurrency space, which is very difficult. But we have had a lot of success in attracting some very high-powered leaders to our team. and I'm looking forward to the road ahead, especially on the merchant side. I think bringing in merchants is going to be a fantastic way. Just think about this. How much was made when people were signing up people to run with Visa, MasterCard in their businesses? Think about that. Ground floor. Now this is a whole new way through cryptocurrency and a system in which people make money off of holding their wallets and their funds there. So let's say a merchant is using this and they're every day moving coin into trade. What if they took a certain portion and they grew their wallets? Amazing what can be done. So I'm very excited about Cloud Token. I think that I would encourage everyone to join me on one of my Zoom calls. I'll be doing them. I'm going to be getting to doing them daily because there's just so many people asking questions. I think it's something I'm going to have to schedule that way. So I look forward to hearing from you, and I'll have my contact information and my code for referral code down below in the description of this video. Thank you, and have a wonderful day. The website for Cloud Token is www.cloudtokenwallet.com. There you'll find a tutorial, a business proposal, PowerPoint, as well as links to install it on your phone. Everything in Cloud Token is on your phone. So you can go to the Play Store or the App Store and download both the Cloud Wallet app and also the Google Authenticator. You'll need both of them. You also need my referral code. My referral code is 115-117-2700. I also have a broadcast channel for Cloud Token Express on Telegram, and also a group chat called Cloud Token C5. You can also talk to me directly at DanLutz on Telegram, or chat with me there. It's the best way to get a hold with me is Telegram. Please remember to subscribe and also hit the bell and share this video. My YouTube channel is youtube.com/c/DanLutz. And of course you can email me, but sometimes I don't get to it for a day or two. My email is abundancemind@protonmail.com. You can also find my Facebook here, which is facebook.com/real.danlutz. I want to make a note that my friends list is close to full, so I don't add new friends. I also don't post too often in Facebook. Every once in a while, a couple times a month maybe a couple times a week. I do not use Messenger on a daily basis, so if you send me a message there, I may not see it for quite a while. If you want to contact me this month, then use Telegram. And thank you for joining me in Cloud Token.